Hey, it's Froggy. Gonna be streaming some Bendy and Nightmare Run with one of the lead programmers of the game. Say
Hello.
hi. You guys know him as Bix, so you already know about him. But anyways, I'm excited to have him here. We're gonna talk to him a little bit, ask him some questions. It'll be fun. And we'll just play the game.
Hopefully nothing goes wrong.
Yes, hopefully nothing goes wrong. Because it just launched this week, right? On the 15th?
Yep.
And I heard that it's like #1 in the App Store right now. Like it's
Oh.
beating out Fortnite.
I haven't even checked.
Really? You haven't checked at all? Act 1. Defeat the boss. So I played this a few times already just to give it a shot when it first came out. Because, you know, why not? So how long were you guys working on the game?
I mean, it started at least a year ago, but I've been working on it for probably 8 months now or longer.
Oh yeah? So you weren't on the project right from the get-go?
Well, in the beginning, it was just one developer working on prototyping a proof of concept,
Oh, okay.
just to see how it would play.
Ooh. It's one of the issues about playing in BlueStacks is it often clicks off if I go too far, which is a problem. Ooh. Oh. Here comes the minions.
I feel like this is more difficult with a mouse.
Yeah, it is. It's a lot easier with your fingers. I've tried both versions, but I really wanted to, oh, there we go, get this going. So, Mike Mood used to work at Carmen, right?
Yeah, before I started there, but he was working there for a bit before he ended up working with the Meatly to make the Bendy and Ink Machine.
Right. So did you get to work with them much at all? Whoops.
On this?
Well, I mean, like, since you were working to help create a game for them, did you guys, like, get to interact with them very much, or?
For most of the project, we had calls with the Meatly Games, now
Okay.
Joey Drew Studios,
Right.
for every couple of weeks to get feedback and get an update on the progress of the game.
Oh, okay. So why did they change the name of their company again?
Legal reasons.
Ah, fun.
I don't know all the details. I think they wanted to separate the Bendy IP into its own company, so other things made by the Meatly would remain under a separate company.
Right. Okay, that's fair. Sorry, I'm very into this game. So, what was your favorite part about working on the game?
I don't know. I worked on all kinds of things for it. I mean, even just building all the menu systems and flow were interesting, but lots of the gameplay was challenging to set up, and a lot of the visual effects were fun too, like that portal in the background there, or even just the old-timey film grain effect, making it look like it's an old 20s cartoon.
Right. What was your least favorite part about working on the game? Was there one?
I guess anything towards the end, there's always, I mean, that's part of game dev, is you're in it for the good and bad, not just the days that you're having fun. And towards the end of the project, there's always strange or frustrating bugs to fix or less interesting back-end libraries and plugins to implement. Just things that have to go in for a finished product, but maybe not the most interesting thing to work on.
Oh, okay. So have you gotten to, I mean, obviously you've helped create the game. Did you get to play it a lot? Like play test the game yourself?
We all did. That was always from the beginning part of getting it all down, was refining the game mechanics and making sure everything felt right and balancing all the numbers.
Whew! Welcome back. So was there anything that you added into the game yourself, like creative-wise?
I'm not sure if there's any specific examples, but the game wasn't completely set in stone from the start or anything.
Right.
It was an ongoing development thing, balancing and finding the fun in the game, so we all contributed ideas.
Okay. I've died.
Basically whatever we were working on, like I put together the first pass of this game over screen, and whatever we were working on, we'd always have suggestions on how to clean it up or how best to implement it.
Right, right.
So we're always sharing ideas.
Let's try that. So of the three characters, there's Bendy, Boris, and Angel? Alice Angel, right?
Click them.
Yes, Boris the Wolf. So which one would you say is your favorite of the three?
Boris.
Yeah?
That's
Why?
for most people.
Really?
I don't know. Just look at his outfits. Customized.
Let's see here. So we've got regular Boris the Wolf. Oh, pirate version. Mechanic. Construction worker. Oh, the librarian one is adorable. Automatron. Oh, the cowboy one's cute too. Davy Crockett. Fancy. Which one's your favorite of the costumes for Boris, do you think?
For Boris, I don't know, probably the Automatron.
Yeah?
But I like Bird Brain Bendy a lot.
Bird Brain Bendy. Let's go take a look. So we got regular Bendy, pirate Bendy, mechanic Bendy, construction, librarian. Oh, the explorer one is adorable. Chauffeur, gangster. Ooh. A parrot one. I'm guessing it's the parrot one you meant, not the bird brain. I guess they changed the name of it.
No, that's just what I call it.
Oh, okay, that's fair.
It's got a great big bird head.
Let's check out Alice too. Original, pirate, mechanic. Oh, I like that one. That one looks like the working woman there. The redheaded one. Construction, librarian. Oh, the flamenco one is very cute. Oh, I love the flapper one. That one's cute. Business, hula dancer, and the golden ones. Okay. Well, we're gonna stick with original for now because I don't have that much bacon soup. So which chapter do you like best?
I don't know. I'm so used to all of them. I guess. Well, I guess out of the bosses, I like the third one, the soup can, Canoodle.
Canoodle?
Yeah, all the bosses have names.
So his name is Canoodle. That's what they went with.
Yeah.
That's very cute. What's the name of the guy in the Dewey decimated one?
Dewey.
Dewey. Well, that makes sense. Okay.
Yeah.
What about the taxi?
Gasket.
Gasket? So what's his name?
Take a guess.
I don't know. Glitter. Because he's...
Glitter.
Well, I don't know, because he's a chest. He's a treasure chest. He's got treasure.
You just said it.
Treasure?
You
Chest.
You said glitter because he's a chest?
He's a treasure chest!
Yeah, his name's Chester.
Uh-oh. Of course it is. Well, I never claimed to be bright, alright? I don't know. So there's several different power-ups that you can get, too. Were there any that you... Like, were any of these your idea?
Again, it was sort of all of us. It was up to us. That was part of the development of the game, was deciding what game mechanics we should include. So we decided that abilities that you can upgrade and activate manually in-game fit the core game well, and then we needed to come up with ideas for different abilities. So it changed over time. We started with a few and then came up with different ideas of what might work in the game and narrowed it down to these final 6 for now, at least.
Okay.
We'll see if we end up adding more or not, but those are the ones that you can purchase and upgrade right now.
Okay. So how much leniency did you guys have? Like, how creative could you guys really get with it? Like, how much did they let you do pretty much whatever you wanted?
We had some loose direction.
Okay.
I mean, we knew what the
Exactly.
genre of the game was going to be.
Mm-hmm.
But pretty much everything else was up to us to design and then just go back and discuss it with Mike and Levitli and settle on something everybody was happy with. But we pretty much had all the creative freedom we wanted to make this the most fun and interesting game we could.
Ooh. Oh, I moved back at the wrong time. Alright, hit him. Yeah. So why bacon soup?
Because that's part of the Bendy universe.
Wow, I just died. I am not doing well at this game. I can say that much. Also, the magnet ability didn't work.
Well, did you activate it?
Yeah, it was equipped.
Okay, but you still have to activate it.
But how do
You
I
have to click
activate
it?
it?
It was on the screen. This is a little more noticeable, I guess, when you're using touch input instead of...
See, it says it's equipped.
Yeah, you've got it equipped, so it's in your ability slot. And then when you're playing the game, you click on it to activate it.
Oh. So while I'm actually in the game, I'm supposed to activate it. Okay.
That's when you're in the ability screen, you can see its duration and cooldown, and you can upgrade it so it's better, lasts longer.
Oh, okay.
Wouldn't be as fun if it was just on all the time.
Wait, where? How? Oh.
You're awfully blind.
Well. Oh, okay. So it doesn't last very long, yeah.
Not at first. It's only level 1.
Ooh. So how much would you say the game's changed since you guys first started working on it?
Well, when we first started working on it, had yet to be designed. We sort of had an idea for the genre and the look, the whole running towards the screen, being chased by a boss idea, but everything was built on top of that. So just over time we came up with all the game mechanics and menu flow and so on, and built it all out. Several months ago, I think when the game was first announced, there was a much earlier prototype that was basically just Bendy and the boss that a lot of people have seen, and obviously it's changed quite a bit since then. We've finished adding in the rest of the game mechanics and modes and minions and so on.
Okay. So where did the idea for the minions come from?
That was just part of our brainstorming between everyone involved, figuring out what would make the game the most interesting. Something more than just you and the boss, so we wanted more things to interact with, like the platforms and minions, the 2 different game modes. Later on there's spikes on the ground. There's a handful of game mechanics to interact with.
Oh, okay. Oh, there we go. Woo! So outside of like, you know, the actual like programming in-depth stuff, hello, what would you say, like, from like a player's perspective, what's your favorite part of the game? Like, what really gets you going about it?
I mean, whenever we're playtesting the game, we always need new eyes on it, because of course we've been playing it from the start. We're constantly developing and playtesting the game. And when you get to that point, when you're thoroughly familiar with all the game mechanics, then obviously that's the point of the later stages, and eventually Nightmare Mode is sort of testing your skills. So the most interesting, like obviously having spent months play the game, the first act that you're playing now gets a lot easier.
I hope so.
So it's
There we go.
much more challenging to play the later acts. But it's interesting to switch between the episodes and get a change of environment and see the different bosses' mechanics and stuff.
Right, right. Go. Yeah. Whew. Yeah, this is much easier on a touch screen. Ugh. There we go. So there's different minions later on in the game too as well, right? It's not just these guys?
Yeah, those are the walkers. But the same, or actually they each have names as well.
Okay.
But I can't remember them off the top of my head. I haven't heard them in a while.
That's
But
fair.
yeah, there's 3 types of minions that appear in the game. These are the ones that walk on the ground.
Okay. What are the other ones?
You'll see.
Oh, okay. Whew, go. Go. Yeah. So how many people were in your team to create Bendy and Nightmare Run?
Well, just inside Carmen, everybody at some point or another touched the project. At this point, there's 3 developers and a designer, but several other developers helped at some point or another.
Ah, shoot.
And we've worked with other teams as well, like our art team at 12pixel to develop the 3D models, and we worked with illustrators and sound designers.
Ooh, ooh, ooh! I think I beat him! Or he's getting mad, I can't tell. Nope! I think he's dead! I did it! Oh, he's running off all sad! Yeah, I definitely did not take no damage. This is all I've ever wanted. Coming soon at level 3, the Explorer costume. Now available, Nightmare Run Walks the Plank poster set. Ooh, there's a poster set? So what are the plans for the future for Bendy and Nightmare Run, do you think?
I don't remember how much I'm allowed to say.
Ooh, fair. Okay, well I'm not gonna ask you to say anything you're not allowed to say. But hopefully, I mean, is there going to be something more to it? Can you say that much? Are
I don't
you
remember how
allowed?
much I'm allowed to say.
I tried, people. I tried. This was good. Well, I think that just about does it then. I asked you some fun questions. I had a good time. And I beat a level, which I'm happy about because it's really, really hard to do in BlueStacks because you keep moving the mouse and then it just like goes off the screen. So it's just... and then it just minimizes the game. So it just makes it really difficult and annoying. But definitely people should check it out. It's out on both iOS and Android, right?
Yes.
And it is a free game, or a freemium game, I guess.
It's the same thing.
Yeah, there's stuff that you can pay for in-game and blah, 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 but, I mean, you don't need to spend money.
No, it was made for players, so you can absolutely play it without being assaulted by ads or having to pay to win or anything like that. Those are just there if you want the experience or to reach things sooner rather than later, but you shouldn't ever see an ad you don't want to see for a reward.
That's good, that's good. So, alright, well, I think that just about does it for this stream. I hope you guys enjoyed it. Thank you so much for hanging out and answering my questions.
No problem.
I might get you back again later if I get more questions. If you guys want to ask questions and want to see a part 2 to this, then please feel free to ask. So that just about does it for today. Thank you guys for watching.